You ever have one of those days where you're looking around, I'm like, this is going too well, and you're suspiciously looking around, waiting for that other shoe to drop? Well, guess what? It's just never did. Hey guys, this is Jace and welcome to episode 116 of My Road Show. Lots to get into, let's get right after it. I get in this morning and it looks to be a relatively routine morning of waiting on orders. There's only 2, so I shouldn't be waiting too long. I have a lot of samples today, one of which goes to a location that requires that I have a hard hat and a reflective vest. Unfortunately, my PPE is in Bell, which is still at the shop, so I gotta scrounge around and hopefully I can find some stuff. Luckily, Angelo knew where a hard hat and a reflective vest was, so I went ahead and grabbed that stuff and we were ready to go. By the time I'm done digging out my stuff, my paperwork is ready. It's like, oh my God, surprise on me. And that never happens, right? We are leaving at 9:35. That's a good time to be leaving as far as time is concerned, but it's a terrible time to be leaving concerning the rock scaling. So we'll just have to get up there and figure out if we're gonna be waiting in traffic or not, because ordinarily I like to leave at the top of the hour, but I don't want to sit in the yard for 25 minutes just so I could leave at the top of the hour. I want to get this done, and hopefully that was a good decision on my part, because we're fixing to find out right quick and in a hurry. My fears were well warranted because I ran face first into all that traffic. The question was, how long was I going to be sitting there? I left at the bottom of the hour, so I'm thinking that we're going to be there 25, 30, 35 minutes, maybe even more. Well, here we are, having a grand old time, sitting in traffic. Currently 10 after 10. If experience tells me anything, it tells me that this traffic is not even going to break loose at all until 10:45. In which case, that makes me late, even though I left on time.
Literally 10 minutes later.
It's 20 after 10 and it's already breaking up, so I don't know, man. I guess past experience, all for naught. Just never know. Getting through that wasn't so terrible. The only thing that we need to worry about on this side of Berthoud Pass is catching an inspection. Let's see how we do. Looks like there's a zoo piling up at the scale house. Now, I don't see anybody out here doing level 1s, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have a guy up there where I can't see, just waiting to snag a Class B truck to inspect. The reason why they like to snag us Class B guys is because we've got 2 less axles than the big guys. So supposedly the inspections would go along a little quicker, and it still counts as an inspection on their state registry or whatever they call it. What do they call it? So the state, the certification. The state certify these guys to do commercial inspections, and they have to do a certain amount every month. Nope, looks like we're good. So let's get the F out of here before they change their mind. Well, that went really well. I'm actually due for an inspection. Knocking on wood, I don't catch one. What used to be one of my worst time vampires on the front side actually bought 10 acres of land behind their yard and paved it. So now going to this location is a breeze. My biggest pet peeve with this yard is that when they had a truck unloading, that we all had to stage up out here in this lane and on the side of the road and stuff like that because they only had room for the one truck. Well, let me show you what they've done to the place. It's magnificent. This here is the old fence you would go in. And the yard was only up to about that forklift right here. But look at this, it's all wide. I mean, you could literally stage, I don't know, 4 semis out here. Meanwhile, you can be unloading 3 semis over here. I mean, this is the single greatest thing that this lumberyard could have done to help facilitate getting unloaded, man. And even if there are 3 trucks in the yard, this is still not that big of a time vampire because we're all just kind of here. You unstrap, you get done. It's great. Well, with that out of the way, all we got to do is get to our last stop in Steamboat before they close, and then it will be a smooth sail to Clifton. Now that we've cleared Granby at straight up noon, as long as nothing extraordinarily stupid happens between now and Steamboat Springs, I don't see why we can't be sitting in Clifton by like 5:30. If it wasn't so dumb and crazy and expensive to live in Steamboat Springs, I would actually like to live here. It's a cool town. Like, they do cool stuff here. And they have the best freaking pizza in all of the state of Colorado, called Brooklyn's, and they're coming up right over here. There they are. That pizza is kick-ass. Launch time. Today, we have a meat, cheddar, and jalapeno stick with a dill pickle garnish and a mustard dipping sauce. Yeah, it's dripping all over me, goddammit. It's the pickle sauce. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a righteous hack for my righteous snackage. It's a hack for your righteous snackage. Hi everyone. I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. He's the guy in the van in front of me. His name is Dudley, as in Dudley Do-Right. Now Dudley Do-Right likes to set his cruise control for approximately 4 miles an hour under the speed limit everywhere he goes. As you can see, we're passing into a 55 mile an hour zone. We are currently going about 52. Now, when we get past this little town, you can see that there's going to be passing lane right there. When I accelerate to go past him, he's going to accelerate to where I can't get past him. If you do any favors for me whatsoever, don't be a Dudley! Well, that's that. Rolling out of town at 2:30. My prediction of being in Clifton at 5:30 is well on its way to coming to fruition. Tomorrow I have all 4 stops here in Junction, so I got to be careful with time. After that, I have Carbondale, Eagle, Breckenridge, Silverthorne, and I'm out of here. In the meantime, keep your eyes peeled for a new Red Mountain Pass video. I think is going to be far superior to the one that I posted 2 years ago. Anyway, That's all I've got for you tonight. I'll see you in the next one. I'm on an outtake roll again today. Has been one of my biggest tam buying processes. August King. Now that we're done with all that, our next stop is in Shitville. Now that we've cleared Granby at straight up noon, as long as nothing's... Fuck me! Luck is on my side. Ow! No, not my brain. Tomorrow. Not my brain tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'm gonna start doing this again. Keep your guys, yeah. I'm like the biggest dumbass ever. On Tuesday, wow. On Tuesday, I shot a bunch of footage. Fuck! Losing my mind. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys tonight. I'm gonna do that one again tomorrow.